we start drawing the walls, I measure this. Now these walls are 20 centimeter and this internal walls 10 centimeter, but they won't be like this during the building the project. Even in phase 2, you need to be careful to control these measurements. Okay, W and A on keyboard. Here I have 20 centimeter wall and I need to create a 10 centimeter wall. I duplicate C, M, OK, here in a structure, and I change it to 10, OK, to have 10 centimeter wall. W and A again, here, 20 centimeter wall, and top constraint till level 2. Then I start drawing the walls. To be able to see better, I change this to shaded and I start picking the lines. This technique is the fastest technique to make your CAD file 3D. I put this to exterior. When you have some items which are along each other, you don't need to draw them one by one. For example, here, a click, another wall here, and also here and here. And I ignore these edges for windows. And where else? Here. And here I want to have 20 centimeter because it's exterior. And that's enough. Now I shoot 10 centimeter wall and start drawing the interior walls. Here, the entrance, and here. Okay, as you can see, I'm not drawing completely. I'm drawing part by part separately. Here we have door, and here this one, and here I should close this till here. Here we have a door. I will tell you about this technique. This one here. Okay, this side here, close it in entrance. This section, there's a duct. Here, stairs, and it's okay. And we can have this with 20 centimeter wall according to the plan. Right now, we could draw all the walls which were along each other with the same direction. And right now, we just need to have trim for them. I use its shortcut like this, here like this, because there is a door. It's not possible to trim this section. We need to extend it. I click here to extend this wall. Trim this section and here. And now these walls in these sections, which they will be filled with brick. I will talk about them later in component topic. You will know how to have the walls according to the plan which you draw, because it's not a parallel plan anymore. Okay, trim, and also this section, this line, to have the door inside of it, and here, and also here, and here as well, to be able to put the door. Right now, all of the walls are ready, less than 5 minutes. Another one here. Now, all of the walls are ready in project. And here we have bathroom, 10 centimeter, this wall. And I extend this like this, and there's nothing more. And for closets, we can use component, or we can model it separately, which later I will talk about them. There are some techniques which you will learn step by step. Okay, now all of them are ready. Let's check them in 3D view or in levels. As you can see, they're here correctly and they are 3D. And right now, some items like the doors can be defined in the project. You can measure the size of the doors. Most of the times they are 90. This is the standard size. We don't need tags. I remove them. And another one here. And here I move it a little. Okay. And here we have another door. It's smaller, but for now I can have it to save the time. But you should know that you need to control the size of the doors in projects. And here, after having the door, I duplicate it and I change it to 70. Okay. And its width, as you can see, it's smaller. And match properties, or M and A on the keyboard, click, and this one as well to make it smaller. And here are the doors in the project. And here we also have windows. Here, for example, which are not visible. How we can see the windows? We should change the display mode to wireframe to be able to see the windows in project. Let's know about the size of the windows first. It's 160. How about this one? This one as well. Here we have another one. Again, 160. And here it's 2.30. W and N on the keyboard to have window. And one of these windows in my template, it should be simple. And this list is according to your template which you installed. And I select one of them and the width 160. And according to the height of the windows, here in view, I look for its height. It's 160. It's a square. And its sill height is 130. Okay, here 160 in height, and okay. Then I put it right here. Okay. And they're too old, but for now we can complete our example with them. Here. And this one right here at this side. Okay. And we need to align it, these lines and edges, to match them with the plan. I use a line for them to put this window exactly on the line of the window. Also here. And there are some smaller windows for bathrooms which I don't want to have them. S and A to select all the windows, and I control their sill heights to 130 and like this. This was the 3D topic of the plan. Now it's turned to 3D, and right now we need to have drawing other plans and other levels and stairs. How it can be possible? Here I draw a floor for my project like this. Here we don't have floor because it's stairs. So here like this. And this section, I trim the lines. And here I didn't draw the line, I trim. And I need to consider the place of the stairs. But for now we have this floor here. D and R to have a double door here in entrance. I select this and put it here. and this is the entrance. Guys, there are many different techniques to have the floor and the stairs. This floor which I draw, I selected. Here we have this stairs, but I need to have the floors till here. So I add this section, I delete this, and okay. There are 4 steps till elevation 80. If we want to have this with stairs, it's hard and time consuming. But here I can have 4 separate floors. One of them like this, and one of them is the main floor. I copy this floor and another one with multiple. We could have it fast. Another copy here. Okay. Here I control their elevation codes. Right now I need to move it down for 20 centimeter, minus 20. And this one minus 40, and this one minus 60. And as you can see, it's correct. When I check it here, when I draw a level here, its elevation is 80. I need to have an offset here like this, and then this will be level 0. I rename it, and it's almost here, but we need to control the divisions. There are 4 steps. This one is in level 0, this one 20 lower, this one 40, and this one 60 centimeter lower than the main one. And I need to control them a little to move them a little down, but I don't change their elevation code. And when we draw a main floor in level 0, as you can see, it's exactly in this level. It's inside of it. It's because of the thickness of these stairs. It's more than 20, so it will be like this. And this is the exact difference of the height of your building with level 0. To fill this section, you can draw some walls, or you can extend this wall to connect this with level 0. If you do this, you need to be careful about the lines of the roof, which it's overlapping with the wall. So the best way is to fill this with the wall, or if you wanna just show it in graphic, make the roof thicker. But if you change the thickness of the roof, you'll face with the problems during the cuts. So here I select the walls, the external walls, this one, and here. Because the wall of underground level, which is surrounding the stairs, will be till down, I select them and copy to level 0. And they are still selected. I copied them. I want to have them till level 1. Okay, but the top offset 0 and level 1. See? This cap is filled. And here we have a flower box. Here in level 1, W and A. I think it's 5 centimeter wall. I have it here. I draw it with 5 centimeter wall like this. And I trim them. Okay. Now, these are like this. They're too big. I change the base to 0, unconnected, and 150 for height, 120, and here is this flower box. And we can see the plan in 3D view. I hide it, and this is the whole project. which now it's 3D, and we can cut and use section here for the project. I check the section to check everything. Here the sections are correct, and here in roof the plan should be empty because here we have underground level, here we have parking in -80, so we should be here in this level and here in level 180 offset. According to level 0 we need to add another level. I name it -1, and this is the height of the roof till here, 2.30, the height of the parking, which here we need to import the parking plan. We need to match it with main plan, and we should start drawing the walls.